having choices, to be able to get some cannabis and vaporize it, to put some salve on if you have a contusion, to take a capsule, would free us from the drug market that only feeds the cartels, and we would get our medicine from people who grew it with love and integrity and honesty, and made sure there was no mold and pesticides and anything that could hurt us. We get it from people we knew, not the cartel, and we know it wasn't moldy or covered with pesticides or anything like that. So the dispensary portion of this bill is very important. As Jay said, I've been working on this issue a long time. We've been working with a Native American friend of ours, Al Baker, and I was hoping he was going to be here today. He still might make it, but he's been a real inspiration to us. And recently he observed that basically we've been to all these legislators, we've tried to reason with them, we brought them information, we brought them studies, we told them our personal stories. We brought in people who were very sick and even people who were dying, like my late friend Mary Powers. Me and Mary went to 80 offices between last April and last October 7th. She died 15 years later. 80 offices met her, Mary. She was a vet dying of cancer, AIDS and hepatitis C. They knew marijuana helped her. They knew she couldn't have come to the Capitol. They knew her nausea was so bad she may have been up all night and she had to have Pedialyte to get through the day's lobbying. They met people like her. We tried to reason with them. Well, I don't know if there's much else we can do, Al, as observe, but pray for them. Pray that they get the knowledge and that they listen to the things we've been saying, the patience, and that they think about this, that this is really about compassion. It's not about hippies smoking pot. It's not about legalizing drugs for everybody. It's simply taking some people off the battlefield who deserve to be taken off the battlefield and allowing them and their doctors the freedom to choose a natural substance. And their doctors already have the freedom, along with them, to choose unnatural substances. Drugs that will harm them, will kill their liver, their kidneys, radiation, chemotherapy, electroshock, even lobotomy. If we can have all these tools available, why can't we have medical cannabis, a God-given herb? So we haven't set a date yet, but one of the next things we're going to be doing is a statewide day of prayer for compassion. And we're going to be reaching out to all the denominations in the state. And we're going to ask people to pray that the legislature finds the wisdom and the knowledge and whatever they need to make them comfortable with this. I'm not a very religious person. I'm spiritual. And this cause, I found a lot of spiritual uplifting through the people I work with. Everybody who's joined this cause, patients and people like that, they've been through terrible things and they've survived, and cannabis has helped them get through it. And everybody who's come through this prays a lot and looks to a higher power for answers. And I think it's time to ask that higher power to send some insight to our legislators. So those of you, stay in touch with us, and we'll be talking more about that in the near future. But I think it's something we need to do. We're people of faith. The legislators are people of faith. Like Jay said, they're neither better than us nor worse than us. They're just like us. If they can understand that this is really about compassion and being a good Samaritan and helping people with something that's so simple, a direct route to their relief, rather than taking all these roundabout ways that don't get you complete relief. It's not the way to go. This bill was named after Jackie Rickard. I'm sorry she couldn't be here today. Jackie struggles with a lot of illness, and she's been a real trooper out on the road. And another thing happened, and she couldn't be here. But, this has been going on a long time. Jackie was approved for federal medical marijuana 20 years ago, and they never gave it to her. Bill Clinton lied to her. Donna Shalala lied to her. And patients like Jackie are running out of time. It's bill didn't come in time enough for Mary. She went and lobbied all those offices and she ran out of time. One thing we need to do is work our hardest and talk to everybody we know to make sure that this bill is passed in Jackie's honor, not her memory. You know, we can't afford to see any more patients who work so hard for this go down like that. As Jackie says, this bill this time. Please call your representatives, talk to everybody you know. Watch our websites, jrmma.org, IMMLY.org, winormal.org, madisonnormal.org. Read my articles on Madison Normal Examiner. We're going to get this thing passed. We're going to get this done for Wisconsin. Because failure is not an option. We've been going on too long. We're too far close to the top of the hill. We're going to get it done. The good people of Wisconsin are going to get this done. We're going to pray. We're going to talk to them, whatever we need to do. This bill will pass, but we need your help and everybody you know. So please do that. Thanks for coming today, everybody.
Well said again, Gary.
Nice job, Gary. Thank you.
I hear a little frustration in his voice, and it is just that, a little frustrating, you know, because again, we talk to our legislators, we email our legislators, we fax them, we lobby them, we put on events in their district, and we don't see them show up for that. If there was a